My granddad was in the war. From there, they got exported to different countries like Libya, Palestine. Learning how to live in a Western society, growing up, I'm born here, but also practicing Pakistani values and culture. There's a difference between cultures and religion. The more you learn about Islam, the more you kind of unlearn toxic. Growing up here and hearing stuff like, your job is a place where you store bombs, or you're a terrorist, or go back to your own country. Racism is taught.
There's actually a message of British parents.
I like to learn about more cultures and learn from other people how they live in Palestine.
Yeah.
It was a really wonderful experience. People just need to be kinder to each other. We're not going to be here forever.
Leave it for
We're going to go rogue.
Yeah. Today we have our special guest Anisa all the way from Manchester. So I'm not going to introduce her because I'm gonna ask her who is Anisa. Tell me a bit about your background, especially about your family. When they moved to UK and how would you care both over to Pakistan or what?
So my granddad was in the war. He was a soldier in the war. He was the Indian army. So when he was 50, he's from Kashmir, but he moved. He ran away to the army, and then from there they got exported to different countries like Libya, Palestine, all around the world. And they offered him a space from work in the UK, and that was around, I think, the 40s, high 40s maybe. He did meet the Brisbane Churchill at the time, and he did get medals for being in the army. And then from there, he invited my grandma over, which is my brother's home. And then they settled in Halifax, which is a small town in West Yorkshire.
What do you remember with your childhood memory?
Learning how to live in a Western society. Growing up, I'm born here, but also practicing Pakistani values and culture. And then there's religion as well. And religion is a very important part of who I am at the moment. But I'd say there's a difference between cultures and religion. In terms of growing up, there's kind of a line that you're not meant to cross. And as a woman, it's very hard, because if you do seem to cross that, then it seems like in the community, a Pakistani toxic community.
What did family mean to you in your childhood and now?
You're taught to do certain things, so that's when you do certain things. But now growing up, it's kind of realizing you have your own path to kind of follow, and you're meant to be on this earth for a reason. And I'm a sole believer in religion and God, like I said. And I believe that everyone has a purpose in life, and you figure that out on your own. Family should be there to support.
What's your purpose of life?
That is hard when you're invading culture and you learn more from culture than religion. Now it's all about finding the truth in religion and the truth for yourself. The more you learn about Islam, the more you kind of unlearn toxic stuff that you've read. For example, the mosques here in the UK, they don't teach the Quran in English, they teach it in Arabic, and they don't teach you how to read Arabic. Like, I can read Arabic, but I don't understand what it means. The Quran, at that point, reading the Quran, it just doesn't, I don't understand what it's saying. So you just get taught stuff in culture more of this what meant to do, is it what you meant to do. But when you have the purpose of life, you find your purpose is for you to go search for the truth yourself. And that's the path that I'm on at the moment.
What was school like for you?
School?
Do you remember anymore?
Yeah, school. I went to a predominantly white school next to my hometown. It did give me a good education, but like growing up here and hearing stuff like, your job is a place where you store bombs, or you're a terrorist, or go back to your own country.
So how you handled such situations? Won't sign?
Back then it was your children, you kind of just ignore it, or it kind of toughens you up to be ready for people in the future that think that you look different and that you believe in different things. But it's not necessarily a bad thing if you believe in something different to someone else. It's just if they're not seeing. And racism is taught. It's not embedded in people. You don't see babies being racist toward each other. It's just when you go and you have that mindset, you don't know if you should be following that side or that side. You have to kind of do both, and it kind of leads to living.
What were your dreams as a child?
I discovered I was quite creative, so I knew that I wanted to do something along the lines of being an engineer or an architect.
Was there anything you were carrying that people
I think the burden of being a Pakistani woman and being a Muslim as well, you're kind of set. Like, people plan your life for you in terms of parents or family members, and it's not just me, it's my friends. And I've seen girls go through a struggle where they live in England and they have opportunities too there for education, for health, for like freedom of choice to live how they would like to live in a safe manner. Raise their kids how they were raised here. If they raise their kids how they were raised in Pakistan, they won't ever understand their children. They won't be able to communicate with their children just because there's that mentality barrier and there's the language barrier as well, but it's the mindset barrier. Your children are growing up in a different society to you, so why do you expect in the ways that's the same way in the conditions that you had? It's just, it doesn't get baffles me how many things.
There's actually a message of British parents who come from other countries for their kids, how they should.
I'm not saying don't lose your culture, and I'm not saying don't lose the moral values in the family. I'm just saying the day that you were brought up, whatever you don't want for your children, you didn't want for yourself, don't flip that on your children. People come to this land, why? For education, for money, travel, freedom. But then they don't let their daughters explore that or have that. I'm not saying freedom in that way. I'm saying freedom in the sense of a right to an education and something of themselves, or become a successful person, or even if they want to not just marry to women off like they do in the countries for life. Not just Pakistan. There's loads of areas where they'll just limit a woman's possibility just because they think that she did that very true. When in the Quran, that's what so many amazing women in the Quran that we learn from, that Hazrat Jita, Hazrat Maryam, is a whole chapter on Hazrat Maryam about how she was, and we can learn from the Quran what culture is.
What was the battle you were fighting with the Israeli battle? Which no one see you are fighting yourself.
Depression is not talked about enough, and mental health is not talked about enough. There's a lot of people suffering, and whether it's this generation or the older generation, a lot of people suffer from health issues. And just because you can't see them mentally doesn't mean that they don't exist. Now, in my community, there is someone suffering from kind of mental disorder, and we should talk about it more in the community, and people, men and women, should feel more open to say this is how they feel. And he just does lighten the loss for someone who will care, the right people will listen.
So what are you most proud of?
I say probably how far I've come. I've learned a lot whilst growing up. I had to grow up quite young, quite really young. I was always surrounded by older people, childhood in that sense. I just remember having to grow up and do a lot of things, and there was obviously good times, but I can't say there wasn't. But as a woman, as a girl, you're expecting to know certain things, have to do this, I have these, it's all of the house. And from a young age, you kind of learn that you kind of serve men. You serve men for the purpose. That's what the purpose is in life. And it's really not. You're worth more than that. Like, God made money very complicated for a reason, and the reason is because they're meant to do something. God just made men. Everyone has their own brain. Everyone has their own heart. You're so different to anyone else that you ever meet. There's no one like you're an original experience, and you need to remember and be grateful for what you've got. What I'm proud of is that unfortunate situation that I've been in the past. Any of that, I'm not letting that affect me as I'm growing older now.
Let's move to college life. So, do you remember any name from your college life when you school you college?
So when I went to college, there was like black people, there was Mexican people, there was...
Make you a comfortable?
No, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I just felt there's so many people here, and it's wonderful. Like, so many ethnicities coming together, getting to know. This is how you know people. You learn so much from other people, but you open your mind. The more you open your mind, the more you have that information stores, but you can't go back. If you stay closed, then you never get to know something.
Leave it, for example.
You're gonna go rogue.
Yeah. According to her cultures, there's no age level like 60, 50, 17, girlfriend, boyfriend. It's quite normal here, you know. When you are facing such situation everywhere, your colleagues or your classmates, how you manage to stay away, or when you get into it?
In the UK culture, obviously, people do have relationships, and their parents are open to that, and that's fine. But in the Pakistani community, it would be a marriage to be subject, and it's more of a shame kind of thing. Is if someone was to find out that you were in a relationship, a lot of women and a lot of people in Pakistani community, they don't have that talk with their parents, and then they go into the world, and so many people really under the radar. And I'm not saying that the children are wanting to hide that from you. I'm just saying that they might feel like they have to hide it because of your reaction of how you would react.
I have seen you been to so many countries. What make you a traveler? You just make an airplane, or you are really a traveler? Where you start and how many countries have you been already?
I've been to a lot of countries, and the reason is I like to travel. I like to learn about more cultures and learn from other people, how they live, what do they do, and how they act. And maybe if I can learn something from them, then it will make me feel like more cultured and more involved in the world. And you shouldn't just, like you said, the world is a stage. You shouldn't just limit yourself, but the whole world. Why should we get a whole stage? Yeah, you should visit the whole stage.
With all practice, maximum practice.
Exactly. It's maximum people that you meet in life, the maximum you also get out of it. If you can't limit yourself to your mindset in the way that you think, you have to go out there and maybe just traveling I also like to travel because I like looking at the buildings, I like architecture, I like the way that people work, and I like to see all the case of the view.
The best you find.
So out of all of them, I think the top 3 would be Fiji, Palestine, and probably Oman.
Why I'm asking about Oman? Because you just called 3 countries' name. So I've been only one of them, which is Oman. What do you like in Oman?
I like buildings that show history. I don't like buildings that are man-made and just for show. I really don't appreciate the way that Dubai.
Masjid Aqsa was our first guitar. When I went to Saudi Arabia, first time I see the Makkah, there. It was goosebumps, we call it. I feel like that. Do you feel anything like there?
In Palestine?
Yeah.
It was a really wonderful experience. I went in the January before the October war happened. And in feeling that you get, you feel just your heart's at peace. You feel your body's at peace. I know there's a lot of things going on and the people are in danger. But going to Masjid al-Aqsa and pray where all Prophet are great. And I wish everyone had the chance to go because I would go again. The only issues I had with that is the Zionists there, that they really made it difficult to access the country in the first place. So they kept us detained for 10 hours at the airport, and then they took our passport. And then on the way back, they let in a big group. On the way back, they didn't let 20 people on the plane. And they said, you're not allowed to go home. And the reason was they cut them down of potential terrorists just because they had hijab on and just because they had, the abayas on, the men's. And the people that got it the worst was the reverts. So people that have reverted to Islam, become Muslim, they got questioned all the time to read the Shahada, to say that you're Muslim, why you Muslim reason, have a really religion that they respect. And the real Jewish people that do believe in God and they do also believe in Islam and the last prophet. It's the Zionists and politicians that are at fault with what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Feel like the next century can be proved with them. Whilst we were there, whilst I was there, I did see, you went to the Christian quarter, the Jewish quarter, the Muslim quarter, everyone's living in peace. No one's causing arguments.
So, is there anything, let's say you got the chance to go back in your activity, what you gonna do, what you could have, anything you can do better past, or I should do this, I shouldn't do.
I think maybe just be less serious.
So you've been so serious in your life?
Yeah, I'm a very serious person. I don't come
I'm
across...
seeing first time a person I was very serious and laughing at that.
I don't come across that I'm serious, but I feel like taking everything too serious sometimes, like it's hard for me to have fun and just relax and not be busy. I'm always trying to keep myself busy and I don't know how to relax, I really don't. And that is something that I wish I knew 20 years was just chill, just take a chill pill and like enjoy life and take time to be and stop trying to excel for more and more. Like when things will come, they'll come in the old time. I learned that over the years. I don't need to overdo and outburn myself and just wish that. Sometimes I wish I was too much of a good student. You need to go to BG. It's wonderful. So I went there for a month and I stayed in the village and I went to build a health center. So now, before it took some people 4 hours to get medical aid, so they had to contact the KG Ministry of Health, and then now it took 25 days to make the aid. And now they have an appointed nurse in the building, in the village, so the old people and the people that need healthcare, they have no aid for them. If you help someone else, that the lost aid, they wherever, so it's good.
That's all about BG.
Just wonderful. There's no words to describe it. It's like heaven on earth.
You don't give words. Oh, you very much. So what in you does message sheet?
People just need to be kinder to each other. The way the world's going is getting dark and it's getting dangerous, and you hear the sign of Qiyamah coming. I really get that. Things are getting worse, and you should do your part in society by being a good person. Because you don't know where your time on this planet is finished, and we don't want to be remembered by someone who did something bad. You should strive to do something within your heart. Like only God knows your intentions. Don't ever lose hope in yourself and that, and just enjoy life. Just enjoy it. Like we're not gonna be here forever, and if you want to live accordingly, live how you want. That's what I say. Be at peace with yourself. Be kind to people.
That's message only for Pakistan people. Pakistan people think about UK people, how they live, what their lifestyle.
A lot of superstition from people in Pakistan. They think that people in the UK are rich and they have money, and that they live in the UK, they have opportunity to stay. But it's not always like that. Within the Pakistani community, what I want to say is just open your mind a bit more to what's around you. Open your mentality and learn. And actually, like for the older generation, if they stuck in their ways a lot, they won't change for anyone. I know family members that think the same way that they did 40 years ago, and the world's changing. You need to lead the world, and you need to be there for whoever your family is, and you should move with the times. And that doesn't necessarily mean do anything bad. It's just change, and people don't like change, especially in the Islamic community. They don't like to hear or be this change. But it's gonna come either way. You can see part of it or you get less behind and then stop last year.
King 26 been really nice to be and it was very unique, very full of experience. Thank you so much.